Welcome back to my kitchen, Real Women of Philadelphia. My name's Sarah, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my recipe for polenta. What's great about this recipe is that you can cook this recipe two ways. You can either make creamy polenta, or you can double this recipe and have creamy polenta one night, and the next night you can show all the men in your lives that you can barbecue too and make grilled polenta. So first, I have a cup of chicken stock on the stove, but you can also choose to use vegetable stock. To that cup of chicken stock, I'm going to add a cup of skim milk. And now I'm going to grate in a little bit of fresh nutmeg. This is just a fun little grater I picked up at my dollar store, and I keep it on my fridge for just this purpose. Okay, I'm just going to let this heat up and then I'll come right back. Now this mixture of milk, chicken stock, and nutmeg is coming to a boil, and it's all warm and ready for me to add my cornmeal. So now I'm going to add half a cup of yellow cornmeal, a little bit of pepper, and some salt. And just whisk this in. My cornmeal has soaked up all of the milk and all the stock and is starting to boil. So I've turned down my heat, and now I'm going to add in some thawed frozen corn kernels. It's about half a cup. I'm just going to quickly stir this in. This is Philadelphia low-fat cream cheese. I've cut it up into small pieces so that I can not cook this very much, and I can have some ooey gooey, cheesy, kernely flavor in here. So I'll just quickly stir this in just to combine. The corn should all be cooked by now because the polenta is quite warm. And if you're going to serve this for dinner as a creamy polenta, you're all done now. That was less than 10 minutes. But tonight, I've chosen to do this on the grill to show my boyfriend that I am a real woman and I can barbecue. So, I've taken my polenta off the heat, and I'm just going to get a pan and put in a little bit of parchment paper and then slip it into the fridge. I'll be right back. I'm back! So as you can see, I just have a 9" by 9" square glass pan, and I've put in some parchment paper. So now I'm going to just put in my polenta. The flavor of the corn combined with the flavor of the cream cheese will really make this polenta quite sweet compared to some polentas that you may have had in the past. Ooh, I can see that the Philadelphia cream cheese is kind of swirling in here because it's just gotten all warm and nice. So now I'm going to slip this into my fridge for about 20 to 30 minutes and come back, cut it into squares, and I'll head outside and put this on the grill. Hi ladies, I'm back. My polenta is cold and firm, and now I'm just going to cut it up and I'll go out to the grill. I use parchment paper so I can easily lift it out of my pan. This way my pan's not even dirty, I don't have to wash it. And now I'll just pull away the parchment paper and slice my polenta into nice grillable squares. I think I'm going to do large squares today and just do 4. Okay, I'm on my way out to the grill. Hi ladies, I'm back and I'm outside at my barbecue. It's a little cold here in Victoria, but I'm still going to do this. I have a large flipper that's used for fish, and that's what I'm going to do to put on my polenta squares. And that's because these polenta squares were made with the creamy polenta recipe. if you're only going to use this recipe to make polenta squares on the barbecue, I would use only half the amount of milk. That way it'll be a little bit more of a sturdy polenta. I've decided that I'd like a little bit of a spicy flavor on my polenta squares today, so I'm going to brush on a little bit of my homemade spicy barbecue sauce. You can use purchased barbecue sauce though too. The Philadelphia cream cheese should react really nicely and bring the barbecue sauce that's so spicy a delicious creamy flavor. I'm back inside where it's warm, and as you can see, my polenta is done. Look at those delicious grill marks, and that's all because we greased the grill so well before we started. I've just thought of a great little topper for on top of our delicious grilled polenta squares. So in this bowl, I have about 1.5 tablespoons of Philadelphia cream cheese, light, as well as about 1 tablespoon of some nice fresh chopped dill from my local farmer's market. And to that, I'm just going to add about 2 tablespoons or so of sour cream. Okay, now I'm just going to stir it up, and we'll put a little bit of a dollop on each of our polenta squares, and that'll make a delicious little taste for on top. So now I'm just going to put on a little bit of my Philadelphia cream cheese, sour cream, and delicious fresh dill mixture. And I'm just going to take a bite before I serve this to my friends. The polenta is so warm, and the mixture on top just brings a delicious zing to everything. It's a little taste of heaven.